If you're starting a wedding videography business in 2022, or even if you're watching this video after 22, then stick till the end of this video because I'm going to share with you 3 tips that I wish somebody told me before I started. I began shooting weddings back in 2020 when all the lockdown happened. I needed a plan B because I had a job, and I thought, well, if this industry collapses or they need to cut any cost, the first people they're gonna look for is overhead. I needed something that I could start at a low cost and start doing it now. This brings me to tip number 1, which is build your portfolio. Film something, create it, and post it. The very first wedding I shot, it was when I already have stuff that I could point people at. I was able to tell this couple that, hey, I've never shot a wedding, but I've created all of this content. You can see my portfolio online. It's on this website. As you can see, I've done real estate, I've done commercial work. I even shot like a mini short movie of my son going to the mailbox and finding nothing there. And I offered a very low price. I told him, look, I don't have a wedding to show you, but I'm willing to shoot this wedding for $500. Tip number 2, don't get overwhelmed about not having the equipment. I know that Sony a7S III is about $4,000. I think that's very expensive, and if you're getting started, you might not have the funds to buy this camera. But after you've shot your first 2 or 3 weddings, you can rent this equipment in a website called lensrentals.com. You can rent cameras, lenses, all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna leave a link in the description so you can go into Lens Rentals and check it out. I've rented a $2,500 lens that I cannot afford, but I can rent it for $100. And then you just prorate that into your prices. Tip number 3, this is something I do for every wedding as much as possible, is try to go to the rehearsal the day before or get in touch with whoever has the schedule for the wedding and make sure that you know what's going on during the day of the wedding, because you don't want to miss any moments. And then as a bonus tip, don't be afraid. I've heard a lot of people saying, hey, I want to get into wedding videography, but it's overwhelming and I don't want to mess up somebody's special day. If you're really overwhelmed about it, try to find a friend that's getting married or somebody that you know or a friend of your friend and shoot the wedding for free. Don't even charge them. Say, hey, I'm building my wedding portfolio. Would you like me to shoot the wedding for free? I'm willing to give this to you as a gift. Shoot the wedding and there's no risk. If they don't like the wedding, they'll just not share it. But I'm pretty sure that if by now you've already shot other stuff and you've watched these tips, you're gonna do a good job. So don't be discouraged, get started, shoot your first wedding, and I wish you the best.